Hello, fellow Star Voyagers. Welcome back. Hello, Yaxco. Yeah, let's load the right one. Look at how much time we have in this playthrough already. And we're gonna put in some more. We are not done with C. We've got a ways to go. When we do finish C...
Message coming in.
Hey, thank you for the host as well. When we do finish C, depending on when that is, we might spend a whole extra stream just running around with chapter select, doing random things. We wrapped up the other day. Wow. Level 69, dude. We wrapped up the other day over at the DLC trials. Let's go mess around a little bit more there. We're not going to be able to finish this trial. I know this because I tried it on the PC version as well. Must have been yesterday. Guess it could have been Saturday night. Might have been Saturday night after the stream. I hadn't had enough. So I went and I played the same trial with a character at almost the same level. So I know what the next trial is, and it's hard, and I can get past it. So it took some work. It's the one after that, Alright, let's start over. Hi! These are DLC trials. They're arena battles. There are a lot of rules. This is all about the rules. You're not one of us, but I have to respect Rule 15,392, so I won't kill you. So you're taking the trials then? Well, in accordance with Rule 29,450, I wish you good luck. Must obey the rules. I've tried my luck at the trials at least 100 times now, but I haven't been able to clear a single one of them. Well, the first trial was not very hard. That's not a very skilled machine. Pursuant to Rule 24,389, we shall bear witness to the trials. Rule 31,564 demands that you stay quiet during the trials. As per Rule 60,664, this place is out of limits for anyone not taking the trials. So, as I learned messing around, it's okay to die in here. We won't lose chips, there's no body, there's no loading the save game. You end up right back here. If you die, you end up right back here. You can just start over and over and over. Items are not allowed, I think, in any of the trials. Universal rule, one of the many, but each of the trials has their own additional rules. So, the other day we played trial 1, 2, and 3. I don't really remember what the rules were in trial 3. One of them might have been a no dodge trial, and one of them might have been no pod. I think trial 4 is in the dark. And the hardest part of it is that you're not allowed to toggle your light. So if you toggle your light because you're running around and you just click a little too hard and your light toggles on, bzzz, trial's over. That's one big hurdle. And that's a lot of hacking and not dying. But we also can't use items, so we can't heal. No recovery items. We can heal using deadly heal, offensive heal, but 9S is going to be hacking his way through this, so he's not going to get any heals. Deadly heal doesn't seem to apply, and offensive heal doesn't seem to apply with hacking kills. That's wrong. Please tell me, but it does seem to be the case. There is a chip that affects healing drops. I don't really remember this, but I saw the chip. Mobs can drop healing items when you hack them. What do those look like? I don't remember. But they don't drop in here. Nothing drops in here. So that doesn't help either. Let's just try this. You'll see.
Rule 5,493. Do not lose sight of yourself in the darkness. Whether in or out of the arena, you must not let your guard down. Now begin.
Fight in the dark. So, hacking, moving, trying not to get hit because I'm not going to be able to heal. If I get hit by one of those projectiles... Did you see the light come on? I barely did. Certainly didn't mean to turn it on. That's what happened. You have failed the trial.
Greetings, my excellent friend.
Greetings, Stephen. Are you ready for the trials? In pursuant to Rule 30,542, I greet you, Stephen. Alright, I want to look at what chips I have equipped real quick. Hey, Mac. Cheers. Set I made for this. This is B. C is still empty. We might want to take set C and make a custom set of chips for trying to run this, if we're really trying seriously. The one after the Dark Trial, and I managed the Dark Trial on PC, but the one after the Dark Trial is basically the floor is lava. There's a bunch of blocks in a pattern, and you have to stay on the blocks. If you fall off the blocks even once and touch the floor, the trial's over. And you can't really stand still because you're being attacked. You could stand still maybe if it were on normal, but with the difficulty on hard, the things that are shooting you will kill you. So you can't stand still. Anyways, looking here. So this chipset has nothing that is geared for what's going on here. Let's make one real quick. You know what I didn't think about in these trials? We can remotely control enemies. How about that? I didn't even think about trying to remotely control an enemy in these trials and then using the enemy to attack the other enemies. It's one thing I haven't tried at all. Some of them have good weapons. Some of them are airborne. I wonder if we could remote control an airborne enemy. Let's put some stuff in here. I wonder if these stack. Could we raise enemy levels? No. Enemy level +9. So we didn't get more than +9. 9 is the cap. Tried to add 7 and 4, but we capped at 9. Be slightly more efficient to put this one in, which still exceeds the cap, but uses one less unit. Anyways, overthinking it. What other hacking stuff? Combust probably won't help in here. I tried heal drops on PC. Nothing drops anything in these trials. Otherwise, that would be very useful. You know what might help with Combust? Causing a fire. I wonder if that acts as a stun, if enemies won't move towards you. Similarly, Death Rattle. Hey, Lamia. Hi, everyone. Hi. Hello. Come. Death Rattle. Enemies emit death cries if defeated by hacking. Let's at least play with this. Let's at least play with this for a minute. And why not? We'll set them on fire too. Port, fast cooldown. We can use the pod in many of these trials. Not all the trials, but many. How fast could we make the pod? Even though this is not an efficient chip, let's slot it in there. Evade range. Do we really not have better evade range chips? Really not. I just equip 40%. I don't know if we get XP in here, but I'm not what we're here for. Vengeance. Auto use item. We're not allowed to use items. I don't know if that applies to auto use item. Has anyone done the DLC trials? Do they know if auto use item breaks? What's going on? Evasive system, yes. Bullet detonation. Now that could be useful in here. Taking bullet damage. Taking bullet damage creates an explosion. I thought it was you shoot bullets and they explode. I don't want to take bullet damage. Period. You're melting, Lamia. How are you guys doing? We got lucky. We're not melting. We're not melting right now. I'm sorry you're melting. Ugh. Melee defense. I can try. I mean, I don't want to get hit. Really, I can't afford to get hit in here. It's bad news bears if I'm getting hit at all. Weak range defense. I'm gonna have to pull some of the chips I already put in here. We need extra hit points. Offensive heal, deadly heal. They would help in here if I were really attacking. And I am going to slot deadly heal because in a pinch, that's the only way I can heal during these things. Auto heal. We could slot an auto heal. We even have a really nice auto heal. Have to run around for a little while. Bigger trick is not getting hit. I just need to not get hit. Need to make room for those hit points. What's that absurdly large plate chip I put in there? Fast cooldown, 25%. We need room for other stuff. I don't think we're gonna slot any attack. We'll barely be attacking in there. Shockwave, can we fit a good shockwave though? Let's just try it. You're here learning about this game, you really want to play? We're allowed to use heals out here. Not allowed to use heals in there. Or buffs, presumably. I could try. They'll kick us out. I haven't even tried. I think as soon as I buff or heal or something, though.
Do not lose sight of yourself in the darkness. Whether in or out of the arena, you must not let your guard down. Now begin.
Burn. I turn my light on. It is so hard to avoid turning the light on.
In accordance with Rule 61,400.
Told you that's the hardest part of this stupid trial, is not turning the light on by accident. That light. That light. It's just a click of the analog stick. Could you disable my light for the darkness trial, please? No one's trying to break your rules. Hardest part of the trial. So each of the trials has 2 or 3 waves of enemies. I got hit. Okay, damage. So now I really do need to do some standard attacks and use the deadly heal to get some health back. There it is. Now I keep hacking. Hacking keeps the enemies from, you know, it stops time while I'm hacking. It lets me kill someone without being at greater risk from incoming attacks. The hacks don't stay simple. Different enemies are going to show up here. Oh, there's still one out here. As soon as you clear a wave, others will. Ballswick, thank you for the host. Auto host. Okay, more. We should take one of these over. I'm thinking we should take one of those over. But I haven't been given the option. So you know what? Never mind. We can't take them over if I'm not given the option. Like control, subjugate, destroy. Alright, it's time to warm up the fingers and the brain and the eyeballs and... Rex! Uh-oh, scraping up pretty good. Come on. One more. Gotcha! That's not the trial, just the enemy. It's just one enemy. Is this the box? This is the box. Hold it, thought Rex. Ah, did this guy just hit the ground and make a... These... Okay. You know when they ground pound and they do the, big red electrical field? That's a problem. I have to hit him. I have to keep that electrical off before they do that. Can't heal. Oh, shit. Not good. Let's see if I can get this one down and then melee the other. Ah, wait, camera! What are you doing? Darkness trial complete.
As per rule 61,993, I declare the fourth trial to be complete.
Aha! So we got some chips, maybe even nice versions of them. Let's go peek. A bit of history for you. Those who used to live in this land once had to do battle with a great scourge of wolves. The Alpha Wolf was an old and clever soul, and under his guidance did the pack take many of their lives. No matter what era one lives in, life is an eternal struggle. I don't think we have to worry about saving and losing stuff, just as we don't lose our chips. I'm pretty sure they won't take away those items even if we die on the 6th trial. We can't save down here, but we could run out and save. Best as I can tell, we don't need to. Yeah, he just gave us one of those. Look at those XP gain chips we have. We could double our XP by... if they let us stack those and we were out grinding in the world and wanted to. Nice. The drop rate plus 6 he gave us was one of these, so not a diamond. Did he give us? Wasn't paying enough attention, but got at least one really nice chip. All right, you want to see the next trial, which I didn't pull off.
Roll 5,494. Do not let your feet touch the ground. A bit of an unfair rule, I say. But begin.
But begin anyways. It's so hard to just land in all the right places for me. Hard for me. Oh! I've got to put a little distance in or they will just smoke me in that first spot. So, we're not going to try this forever. We'll try this a handful of times. I've gotten a little further in this. This is probably where we'll move on from. There's a 6th trial. Each of the trial locations has an S-rank trial. I don't know if that's the 6th or if that's like a 7th. I think that's the 6th. Here, let's just try hacking from here and then moving. Quick. I can get a second hack off before anything hits me. We're gonna have to move. I can't stay on this block. Try moving forwards somewhere. Do I have that hijack boost equipped, but we're not using it? I do, don't I? We're getting hit, aren't we? I think the ball remains. Hard to tell which way they're moving. This big guy's a problem. This big guy's gonna do us in. Okay. Also, the axe guys aren't too helpful. Come on! I really screwed this up. The hack. We don't have a lot of time left. Yeah! Yeah! Come on! Blow up! Uh-oh. Uh-oh! No! Oh. Speedy Gray! Yo! Good to see you, man. Cheers! No chomps yet. Gotta live through this. Shit. Yeah! Mashiat. Yes, it is. It's the DLC. Sweet. Anti-chain damage 6. Vengeance 6. Damage absorbed 6. Hey, you did. BD Gray, what do you think? Oh, did you not start it yet? At least the price was right. Damage absorbed 6, huh? It is said that rules exist not to bind us, but so we might know our freedoms. And yet, somehow I feel constrained by them. Think then how our great ancestors must have felt. Think how terrible it must have been for them. slow, struggling to get into it, not very well so far. Hey, well, I mean, that's kind of... A lot of people felt that way. I hope it gets better. Did we just get... Jobs? Vengeance, was that one of them? Looking to see if we got any more diamond +6s. The damage absorbed was 20 units. Alright, those weren't so great. Not really so great. Ah, but look at those anti... Oh! Now those are nice. Anti-chain damage +6. Turn invincible for 4 seconds after taking damage. Optimized chips. Damn! Damn! Ain't that nice. Okay, well let's find out what the next rank is and how badly it kicks my ass. You wish to challenge the trials? Sure do. Which trial do you wish to challenge? Level 80, trial 6.
Roll 64,199.
Don't get touched, huh? Can I use all my shit though? Probably not items still. Win without getting hit. Hacking will definitely... yes, please. Hack the planet. Once you start hacking an enemy, it seems like you're locked into that target. If you want... shut up. If you wanted to switch to hacking a different enemy... I don't know if you can until you've completed the hack on the one who you've already begun. When you're holding down Y, I mean, to initiate the hack. Hello? Does getting hit during the hack count? No, not... No. You got it. And the hacks are of varying difficulties. That's the simplest form, the small machines. The hacks you have 3 units of health when you're hacking, and that never changes. Oh, that was slow buildup. So it's like having a couple pips or something. I don't know what to call them, but when you get hit, you lose one. You get hit again, you lose another. You get hit again, you're done. Oh shit! No, 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 no! Oh, fuck me! Hack the planet! I don't know if the one I hacked prior to this is dead or still on the... Should have looked. Still there. Oh, shit! Oh, evasive system! slowdown chip is a godsend. Yeah, it's not the overclock one, it's the evasive system one with the bullets. And yes, it's a godsend. You are right. What the hell would I be doing without that right now? Come on! Oh, shit! No, that's not gonna help. That counts. Fail a hack and it counts. Ah, that counts as getting hit. Can't fail a hack. Can't fail a hack. Well, now we know. A pity. Untouchable, wow. Yeah, still alive doesn't matter with the special rules of the arena. In this particular challenge, can't get hit, so. Self-destruct count as. Yeah, I don't know why anyone would try that, but. Yeah, I assume it would. Wouldn't it? No lock-on is still a hell of a thing. Lock-on just seems so natural for androids. Of course they lock on. Why wouldn't they lock on? Having that taken away. Okay, you psychos. Let me get one of these before they even hit the ground. Uh-oh. And that's right, we can't afford to fail a hack. It's over. Alright, I'll give it another go. But I do want to... We can do more of this once we're in chapter select after Route C, right? We want to do more trials. I think we do get an outfit for if we complete this. And without getting hit. Oh, they're coming in behind you. It said when it locks onto a target to begin a hack, it stubbornly sticks to that target. Once he picked this one, I wasn't really aiming for the big guy yet, but once he picked him, see, he picked the one on the back. I don't really know how to Abort and change. Want to get a hack on a target other than the one I want? I just roll with it. It might wear off after a few seconds. If you just don't complete the hack and start moving. I don't like this one. Would you like this one? I don't like this one. Come on. Ooh! I backed off. That was risky. I mean, this is the easy part. Then the spiders land. Alright, let's look up. Here they come. He's not dead. It takes like 2, right, for each of these? Shit! And it got the wrong target, which means there's more projectile shooters on the field than there would be if I had gotten the hack on the second one. The same one. Right! Ha 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 ha!
In accordance with Rule 61,446, I hereby declare you to have failed the trial.
Come back to this. That's good. It's good stuff. Alright, we'll come back. We'll be back. Whew. Breathe. Meat box down. Soul box down. But the resource recovery units, we're not done with them. Whew. All right, I want to look at the chips again. The set we've had equipped. I want to pull a couple things, optimize a couple things. We just got a few nice chips. What did we get for nice hacking chips? We have already had that, or did we get that? Either way, remotely controlled enemies. We're not doing a whole lot of that. That doesn't need to be in our... I already have one in our regular set. Smaller one. Okay. Keep that in mind. Port, evade, movement, auto use, auto collect. That's important in the world. Particular things we need to be able to upgrade some of the other diamonds we have. That's really nice if we wanted to power level. Vengeance. Found room for vengeance. That's useful. Yeah, alright, we did already have one of those. We did already. We've got 2 of those now. %, melee defense, 50% hit points, deadly heal. Any offensive, more offensive fighter, we would want offensive heal. Minus is hacking so much. Auto heals, the damage absorb. Shockwave is good. Oh, we don't need to change any of that. Loan. Save. Obtain keys. Go to the marked resource recovery unit. Be the one at the park ruins. I don't think we have other things outstanding. Trial of Sand is where we just were. A couple other trials on the map. They go with the mysterious letter. Heritage of the Past is out here in the desert. I gotta ask, is anyone a big NieR fan? I've heard this is a boring quest. But you know, if someone knew where we needed to go, like... Let's see. Just orient here a little bit. We need to scan in the desert. Let's call the oil field the bottom. I don't really have a north-south. We'll call the oil field the bottom. Yeah. I don't have to do it, but if you knew whereabouts stuff were, so let's use this. Like, oil field is at the bottom, so west of the oil field, in the middle, north of the oil fields, you know, north of the map, northwest corner. If we anchor ourselves with the oil field as the bottom, south. Anyways, it's a big map. It's kind of nondescript, and we don't have to do this, but let me run around for a minute or 5 and see. We're going to scan, bleep, blop, bloop, and that's, which way is that facing? That's over there, that's over there, there's towers over there. I don't even know if we're looking for 1 thing or 10. There's the Oasis. Haven't been out to the Oasis in a while. There's multiple parts, if you remember. Yeah, I've never done it before, because a year ago when we played this, pretty sure I was steered away from it. Yeah, we're getting closer. The way into the Oasis is somewhere right around here. There it is. Also possible there's nothing out here. I believe there's a rare fish, like one of the rare fish that you could only catch out here at the Oasis. I don't offhand know what that fish is. I was looking at a list once and that's all I remember. Doesn't seem to be anything out here. Can we leave the Oasis this way, or do we have to go the way we came in? Guess we gotta go the way we came in. If we don't find any hint of any item by the time we make it back, that is our pod. We have... The pods are machines that are support units for the androids. And the pods have different primary attack functions, but they can also be equipped with different programs. Many different programs. There's a black hole, artificial singularity, sucks people in kind of thing. So that's one of our pods. And as the game has gone on, the pods, these support units, they've begun communicating with each other more and more. We've played multiple characters in the game. Pod 042 and Pod 153 have begun sharing information. And that's starting to lead to some interesting machine behavior. Very, very puzzling behavior, like many of the machines in this game. Let's get out of the desert. It's too, I'm getting sand in my crack here. Oh, I hate these things. I hate these things. Fucking hate these things. Ugh. Suicide bots. That one-shot me. Did I mention they one-shot me? Alright, to the amusement park. Formerly the happiest place on Earth. But no more! Oh, Yaxko, were you talking about the pod or the sword? Beast Lord is... yeah. Beast Lord is the sword. That's the Beast Lord. Beast Lord.
Report. No damage detected.
Good pod is good. But all these previously happy machines have become a bit zombified. They also get rather pukey. You piss them off. Wrong pod. Resource recovery unit here. I wonder if we cross the bridge or ride the roller coaster to get there. I'm gonna cross the bridge first. Need some of this for weapon upgrades, don't we? I don't know how many. Go on, natural rubber. Oh, why not? Just in case we need some more of those. Tree sap, tanning agent. The scanner finds him pretty good too. Maybe that's black pearls. Yeah, I mean, I never remembered. See, the scanner's gonna find something here. Simple gadget. Yeah, the scanner does find things. Just not in the desert where we need it to find things for that quest. Well, there it is.
Hello. This is the Resource Recovery Unit. Now activating defense mode.
Over and over.
Alright, first one was the meat box, and the second one was the soul box.
That language again.
This reads God box.
God, huh? What are these machines doing talking about gods?
Yeah, and what have you? What have you, nines? Yes. Here we go. It's a good warm-up with the trials. Hope everyone's having a good start to their week. It's the day that shall not be named.
Pod, why did the machines attack
That's a good
Pascal's
question.
village? Aren't they all the same?
Unknown.
Well, aren't you helpful?
Proposal.
Oh, you
Unit
switched.
A2 should gather further data on the current state of machine life.
These are glasses. Where are our glasses? I can hear it.
Huh?
We've got some very exciting news for everyone today. There's only one lock left to remove from the tower cell. And in order to regain for your faithful patronage, whoever answers the final summons will earn a special prize.
Oh, I want the special prize.
Good luck!
The hell was that?
Large structural unit of machine life form origin activated to the east.
A large what now? What the heck is going on around here?
Can't go anywhere without our glasses. Can't see a thing.
Well, let's go check out this large structural unit.
Much better. I'm gonna go to Lettuce. I want to go back to the resistance base. Just want to see if this is natural rubber. Nope.
I am assuming direct control.
Woo! Every time. She's wearing less. This is A2, but your point holds. But your point holds. Now, hold on. This worries you as the week progresses. I can do better. Greetings, sir. Hope your week is going to sail by. Hold on. Just hold on. So this is A2, who cut her long hair. You made me do this. This is on you. Every time you tune back in, she's wearing less. Use this to change your costume. Taking damage will not remove your clothes in any way. Using that item will remove your clothes in a very specific way. How do you like the glasses? Those are the proper emotes. Deal with it. Yep. 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 Okay. I wanted to look at chips. Something less is more. Actually do the first upgrade on pod A. We still need filler metal before we can upgrade pod B again. We need a bunch more simple gadgets for pod C. But hey, upgrade. Then we're gonna be short on pure water. And simple gadgets for pod C. Okay. Why is quiet in NieR though? Yeah, that was my first thought when I used that dress module. Go from the bottom up this time. Why not? Can we actually fuse anything efficiently right now? Saving both of those until we have sixes, +1 sixes. Need a identical one. Need a +3/8. 5. +3/8, not a 9. Now, look at this. We might be able to get a +3/8 by combining these two. I'm not necessarily going to do it, but look at what the preview is. Cost 7 to 8. That was what I meant to check, but still, cost 7 to 8. So if we combine these two, we get a +3/8. We can combine with this to make a shockwave +4 diamond 9. Separately, we work on building up another one. Maybe eventually we get another +4 and combine them into a 5. But yeah, I think we do this. I think we do this right now. Shockwave +2 7s, combine them, make a +3/8. Which should combine with that diamond to make a +4 diamond 9. There it is. A fairly strong shockwave attack. Need to make room and slot it again. Well, that was worth coming back for. Ranged attack, we need an identical one to match that. We need an identical one to match that. We could get a +3/8. Sound familiar? If we can get a +3/8, we could turn that into a +4, then combine the two +4s into a +5 diamond 11. 11 or 12. And we could probably do that if we were willing to sacrifice this diamond. I don't think this 7 and this 8 would do what I want. That would make a 9. But this diamond and this 7, or the diamond and the 8, would make a +3/8. Sacrifice that diamond in order to be able to upgrade that one and then combine it with that one. And do it. Let's do it. So this and lesser of them, we get the same results. The weaker chip. We get our +3/8. This and the +3/8. We get a +4 diamond 9. We now have 2 of them. They're matched. We can combine them into a +5 diamond. Did it say whether it'll be 11 or 12? It'll be 11. Look at that, 20%. All of a sudden, we've got a 20% ranged resist chip. Blam! These criticals, we don't want to combine them together because we want to turn each of them into a +4 and then combine those +4s. Gotta save them. This needs a match. That needs a match. Let me sell a few things. Our inventory is getting rammed up. Walking Dead. Good evening, Starship Chaos crew. What's up? Good evening. You're having a good evening. What's up? Okay, menus dry my eyeballs out. Hang on to that in case we... Not a great chip, but we might stack them for melee defense sometime. Like during one of those trials or... Alright, good enough. Gotta slot those again. Chips. Hey, equip. Customize, optimize. Let's take a look. She doesn't need hacking chips. Port, evade, moving, auto-collect, evasive system. Vengeance? She might want to use Vengeance. 20% chance to reflect 40% damage. Auto-use item did she have? Auto-collect. None of the auto-use items. Maybe live without that. Melee defense. Could add more hit points, offensive, and deadly heal. Where'd that great range defense chip go? Didn't we just make a kick-ass range defense chip, and where did it go? Oh, really? Didn't we just make a... It was 20% range defense. Where did it go? Have it equipped already. Come on now. I don't see it, and I don't like that. Tell me I didn't make, and then it was ranged attack. Ranged attack. Well, we didn't lose it. That's good. We didn't lose it. I don't know why I was thinking defense. It was not defense. Back to defense for a moment. Anti-chain damage. Yeah. 4 seconds of invincibility after taking damage. Gets in a pinch. Resilience. She already has hit points, offensive and deadly. Weapon attack, down attack. And that's, so when she's up in the air, it's 20% extra coming down. It's nice, but I don't know how much I'm using it. And we stacked some critical, 8% critical. We want room for that. We need to make some pretty serious room. Shockwave, I want my shockwave back. That's the one I want to make room for. We need 7 units for that. Could sacrifice 4% crit for the down attack. Melee defense. Shockwave, +4. Don't leave home without it, okay? Saved, good. I think that's enough menuing for a lifetime. Her goal also to get to the resource recovery unit at the amusement park. We go the long way? Let's go the long way. Pass through Pascal's village or through the sewer. I'm thinking the village. Such a great mix of gameplay. Moving from one character to another is disorienting at first. Frustrating even, but... Ah, Rex! Okay, good time to bring it up. Got a meal head weapon. Yes. Yes, if you mean the fist weapon bought from the village. Yes. Take a look at that. In fact, maybe we could do some more weapon upgrades right now. Before we head to the resource recovery unit. Yeah, let's do some weapon upgrades real quick. We can at least find out while we're here if we can get to level 4. We have to go to the castle to do it if we want. Machine heads. You said that's not a meal's head, but it's a machine head. Not machine head weapon. I got Emil's plate, but not head weapon. Where's the head weapon? Two balls with the Emil. No, I guess not. What can you tell me about that? It's tied. Dented sockets, pearls. Black pearls, broken batteries. I write warped wire. Broken batteries. New bolts, broken batteries. Pristine screws. Is that the fight? Is that what you're asking about? Did I go back down to mess with Emil's security system? Not yet. But maybe you can answer some questions. I know, you think it's the saddest thing in the game. I assume Emil's gone after that. Just lay it on me. Emil's gone, his vendor's gone after that. You don't have to tell me the whole story. Don't tell me the whole sad story, but he's gone after that, right? Or not right? No? Still a vendor? Okay, not gone. Okay. Still a vendor. Alright, now, obviously the story and the tragedy is gonna be gonna be a lot more important than whether or not he's still a vendor, but logistically I want to know as we're talking about playing after chapter select and upgrading weapons and things. Well, that's the question. Only after the second Emil fight. Alright, yeah, that was kind of the question. We already stole from him. We already stole from him once. We already stole his silly little mask that you don't wear in front of your face, but you wear it off to the side. I don't understand why we don't wear that in front of our face. So are there 2 fights related that are left, or there's only 1 fight left? To trigger it, you need all the weapons on max level. Got it. And we have like 80% of the weapons. So, I don't know if I'd even, looking at the list, be able to remember any of the missing weapons. So if we go back down there now and break into his security system, is that to steal a weapon and then we get in a fight? Second fight, all weapons on max. So the first fight, steal the fist weapons. Break a security system, steal the fist weapons, get in a fight. He's still a vendor after that. But if you upgrade all... Yeah, he said he put his stuff in a new chest. I haven't been back down there. Sounds right. But then if you upgrade all your weapons to max, you can trigger a second fight, and that's even... Then that's the tragic one. You said it was the saddest thing in the game for you. And I believe you. I believe you. I don't really want to hurt Emil. Huh? What do you mean? Yeah. Right. But Rex knows the blacksmith does that, so I'm not sure what you mean, Rex. Plenty. Change, number 2. The way you talk and act is completely different from how you were in the past. And you've become a true leader. I'm nothing compared to Rose. I was hoping this... Yeah! Sorry if you're getting ready for fights. We're about to get a lore dump. Actually, I have the records stored on that external drive. Thought I should preserve memories of the time we fought together. And I also think you have a right to see them. You and I must never forget. I know. Oh, goody. I was hoping for that. I just barely remembered that we get some lore dumps on these terminals. We maybe get part of it now and part of it... Oh. We just keep getting more as I read through this. Does it just unlock, or do we unlock more later? Incoming lore dump. Let me... my water over there. Let me grab it. Something. Okay, I got some water and another cream soda in the fridge. Story time. Oh heck, I'm going right for the cream soda. My name is Anemone, and I lead the android resistance. This is a record of the battles I've experienced and my losses. I leave it here as a warning to myself. The machine life form attack lands far too close for comfort. I smell an acrid odor and know that some of my hair has been singed off. Anemone, retreat for now, that's an order. That's my captain, Rose. I obey her without hesitation, running from the front as soon as I take out a few nearby enemies. Feet flying beneath me, I leap into the hastily built trench where my resistance comrades are gathered. How many battles is this now? The same sights and sounds, the same struggle of attrition. My resistance forces play the same war on repeat with no end in sight. I don't even remember why we're fighting anymore, but I must continue regardless. I must continue until one side or the other is dead. This looks bad, Xion. What should we do? Calm down, Lily. We'll find an opening somewhere. You don't search for an opening, you make one. Dahlia, wait! I grab Dahlia's arm before she can flee the trench and turn to Rose. She brought us here after all. She must have a plan of some kind. But as the enemy horde closes in, Rose simply squints off in the distance. There's been a change in enemy movements, she says finally. Someone just started fighting over there. That's not possible, stammers Margaret. We're all here. Margaret's right. There are only 9 of us left capable of fighting the machines. Captain Rose, Gerbera, Lily, Sonia, Erica, Margaret, Xion, Dahlia, and me, Anemone. We're all that's left of the 8th Descent Forces. The one that took place roughly 200 years ago. An uneasy Sonia pulls Xion close and chews on a loose strand of hair. I don't like it, she says. What if it's some kind of machine trap? I wait for a while, heart pounding, until I hear the enemy fire lessen. Okay, I say, this looks like our chance. Let's pull back. Someone's fighting out there, Anemone, cries Dahlia. We can't abandon them. Oh, so you want to risk all of our lives for some stranger? Come on, we don't even know if this mystery fighter is on our side or not. That's not what I said. Enough, you two, barks Xion. The captain makes the final decision on this. After Xion speaks, all of us turn to Captain Rose. She looks us in the eyes and nods slowly before starting to speak. Gerbera, the enemy is heading towards the explosives we set up earlier, yes? Gerbera thinks for a moment. Now that you mention it, yeah, they are. A slight smile crosses Rose's face, and yet she seems perfectly composed. Good, then if this goes well, we might be able to take them all out. I want all of you to leave this trench and get to those explosives, says Rose. We'll let the blast take out most of them, then clean up the stragglers. Identifying our unknown mystery fighters can wait until we're done. No one objects to the captain's decision. The moment she issues the order, we all leap from the trench as one and re-enter the fray. When we reach the battle, we find what appears to be another set of androids dressed in strange black outfits. Before they even know what's happening, we detonate the explosives, kill the remaining machines, and turn our guns in their direction. All right, I say to the strangers, start talking. Easy, says one of the mystery androids. We're on your side. We're new models rolled out as part of something called Project Yorha. Really? I say, we haven't heard anything of new models. I probably speak with more bluster than necessary, but I have to make sure they're actually on our side. I don't think they're lying necessarily, but I can't read their expressions thanks to the giant goggles they wear. And frankly, a little caution never goes amiss in the middle of a war. We learn that the 4 androids refer to each other as Number 2, Number 4, Number 16, and Number 21. They also aren't in a hurry to share much more. Our mission is top secret, one of them says. That's why you haven't heard about us yet. Slowly draw my knife in an attempt to gauge their reaction. So in other words, no one will know any better if I kill you right now. Stand down, Anemone, says Rose softly. No, cries Lily, she's right. We've all seen how quickly the enemy's evolving. Who's to say these four aren't machines that just look human? My companions nod in agreement. This damn war has made us all suspicious. One of the strangers, number 16, I believe, draws a long knife from its sheath. If it's a fight you want, she says, I'm happy to give it to you. Before I can respond, Dahlia leaps in front of me with her weapon at the ready. This is it. We're going to fight. But just before the battle can erupt, the android called number 2 steps forward. Wait, she says. There used to be 16 of us, says number 2, but the others died during the descent. We're isolated and alone out here. Reinforcements aren't coming, and that means we have to finish this mission with the soldiers we have left. We don't need more enemies right now. What we need is allies. He finishes this speech with a soft sigh, as if trying and failing to hold her emotions in check. I know that sort of voice. It's the voice of someone who still has hope, despite all the odds. That's just the beginning. This doesn't actually help me read any better. Drink a really sweet soda, and I could choke on my own phlegm. But it's too good. It's alright. If I choke out here, it'll be worth it. It's that good. According to the Yorha team, there's an enemy server beneath Mount Kaava. If we can take it out, we might finally gain some ground in this endless war. But in order for that to happen, we need to work together. After a bit of thought, Rose decides to throw in with the new models. A relationship that changes as time goes on. What are you two doing, Dahlia? Just showing this idiot how weak she is, replies a winded Dahlia. Ha! Wheezes her opponent, number 16. You're obviously outmatched! The two of them are taking turns hitting each other. It seems friendly enough, as these things go. Plus, they'd been doing it for so long now that both of them are out of energy. They likely couldn't punch through a piece of paper at this point. The rest of the group stares at the combatants and tries not to grin. Dahlia and number 16 seem to butt heads over the smallest little things. Maybe it's because they're so much alike. Almost annoying how quickly muscleheads learn to like one another. The rest of us converse as Dahlia and 16 continue to spar. We call each other by names that I gave us, explains Rose. I see, responds number 4. I thought it strange that you didn't use code numbers. She nods while she speaks as though this all makes perfect sense. Suddenly, Captain Rose breaks out into a wide grin. You know what, she says. I think we should give all of you names as well. No, says number 2. It would be a waste. Rose eyes her warily. Waste? You can name me when the mission is over, she replies as a blush rises in her cheeks. I could tell her words also served as a wish for success. All right, responds Rose. I'll think of a name for you by then. She knows this is a fleeting promise, as most such things are, but it doesn't matter. Already I can see us growing closer to the Yorha team. Well, my friends are growing closer to them, at least. You're all being careless, I state much louder than I intend. Luckily, the others either don't hear or decide to ignore it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not about to go against the captain's judgment. But that doesn't mean I'm ready to just lie down and trust our new friends. Ours is a solitary existence that has long since been abandoned by the moon. No matter how they cried, mourned, or struggled, the voices of our departed comrades went unanswered. So how can you trust an entire squad of new models that you just met? What's wrong, Anemone? I hear Lily calling to me. She's likely concerned about me being apart from the rest of the group. Nothing. I begin. I'm fine. Before I can complete my thought, Lily suddenly opens her mouth and emits a terrible scream. Ah! Lily's scream echoes throughout the entire camp. Heartbreaking. Agony, it's way worse than my scream was. It's horrible. She's infected! Screams Rose. Lily's infected! We all drew weapons out of instinct as much as anything else, pointing them at our comrade as she continues to scream and scream and scream. We all know what's happening. We've seen it before. It's a logic virus, a machine weapon that hijacks android systems and overwrites their data. And since there's no known cure, it's also a death sentence. I need to show her mercy. I need to set her free. My finger rests on the trigger, yet I hesitate. And before I can make that final, fateful decision, I hear a voice rise up from somewhere behind me. Stop. You can't do this. You can't just let your friend die. It's number 21. The girl I'd thought to be cool and composed beyond all measure was now pleading with me to spare Lily's life. What do I do? What the hell do I do? Lily said you were a family to her. You can't abandon family. Not before you exhaust every possibility. What can you do then? I'll use my power to erase the virus. That's impossible. Rose spat out what we were all thinking, but before we can act, Lily starts to send nearby comrades flying with impossible strength. I've seen infected androids before. I know how much damage they can do once the virus turns off their limiters. They'll fight and fight until they're utterly destroyed. Dahlia and number 16 rush into the fray, trying to suppress their former friend, but she swats them away like flies. How many of us have been infected now? How many friends have I been forced to put down? The heart I'm not supposed to have aches with the thought. It aches as I remember all of the identification numbers that have been retired. When did I start giving them names? When did I decide I simply couldn't endure it any longer? Initiating reprogramming sequence. That voice, number 21? She's screaming something about reprogramming. I don't know what to do. I'm lost. As my vision slowly clears, I see number 21 inputting commands into her terminal, while number 2 and number 4 hold her down. They hold her as she writhes, and Rose stares at me with surprise. Oh no. I'm holding Lily too. Oh sure, cut us off there. Damn cliffhangers. We're getting archives on various unit types. Overlapping music. Please stop. Clash. 14th Machine War, Pearl Harbor Descent. The name of the mission entrusted to the Yorha soldiers. Was there ever such furious gunfire? Such bombings that continued without pause? Our target is the machine server under Mount Kaala, and our situation is dire. We need reinforcement, requesting deployment at once. Number 2 speaks quickly yet calmly, which is all the more remarkable considering the hostile army closing in on our position. But the command center in the orbiting satellite informs us no reinforcements will be forthcoming. We are abandoned. We are alone. It's so easy to do from up there, from the satellite, from the moon. I'll do whatever is necessary, says Lily with a grim smile. Dahlia and Margaret quickly nod in agreement, as does number 16. They decided to join the rear guard, staying behind to be our shield, even though it comes at the cost of their own lives. Regardless, they all agreed without hesitation. For we in the vanguard would be joining them in death soon enough. Without another word, we turn our backs on each other and take up positions. We know this is the end. Dahlia and the others will buy us time to reach the gate at Kaala's peak. Beyond that lies an elevator, and beyond that is the server. We can destroy it. We'll deal a devastating blow to machine life forms throughout the Pacific region. But as I notice number 21 scowling at the elevator, I start to have a bad feeling about the final stage of our mission. Go on, she says, I've got this. We crowd into the elevator as she begins hacking the terminal. She doesn't need to tell us what's happening. It's clear that the elevator won't descend all the way to the server unless someone stays behind to control it. Enemies incoming, they're almost on us. As I speak, I suddenly find myself leaping from the elevator and taking up a position at number 21's side, almost as if my body is out of my control. Something is wrong. Something... I'll back up number 21, I cry. The rest of you take out that server. The door is closed on my friends. The last thing I see is the face of my captain, Rose. She looks concerned, but then the door's shut and she is no more. That was the last time I ever saw them. But it's all right. I'm gonna finish this one way or another. The only sounds we hear are distant explosions and the rasp of number 21's breathing. Thank you, she whispers, for staying with me. I look at her eyes and see the telltale red of a logic virus infection. I was right after all. I sigh softly as I draw my weapon. I've seen comrades infected before. That's why I couldn't leave her to die alone. The vaccine she gave Lily is already ineffective. The enemy has evolved. They studied number 21's patterns and developed a new resistance. No one can save her now. When the elevator reaches the server, begins number 21 weakly, then I'll give you peace, I reply. The elevator moves ever lower, creating a countdown on number 21's life. How much time has passed? How much can possibly be left? Too long to wait, yet not long enough for regret. A massive explosion echoes in the distance as the hall slowly shakes. It's the final act of Lily and the others in the rear guard. They just overloaded their own fusion reactors. The sound of our comrade's demise slowly fades from our ears. As it does, number 21 reaches up and slowly removes her goggles. I'm glad I got to meet you, she says. Her eyes are so red, but not completely. There's still a little of herself left. While it is. Don't worry, I say. I'll be with you soon. She smiles as my words reach her ears. As soon as the elevator touches down, I fire a bullet into number 21's brain. I watch the thing that used to be her tumble to the ground. I stare at the gun I hold in trembling hands. I press it to my temple. This will end it all. The war, my meaningless existence, all of it. It will finally be over. Unforgivable. 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 Your comrades sacrifice themselves and fight to the last breath. They feel suffering. They feel sadness. They feel pain and terror. And yet you would surrender now? Unforgivable. The voice is a battlefield curse, telling those who survive to see their mission through no matter what. It is another me crying out. I scream at the top of my lungs and race down the hall. I'll show you. If you're gonna push me, I'll show you. You'll only be satisfied if it ends with more killing. I leap into the fray with weapons in both hands. Here I am. Here I am. Kill me! As I scream, an explosion suddenly rises up and sweeps everything away. A soft wind touches my cheek. I smell fire. I smell ash. The explosion in the server room was powerful enough to take out Mount Kaala itself, reducing the once proud summit to a smoking crater. The machines immediately drop to the ground and stop moving. I look out over the scorched earth. Lily, number 16, Rose, number 2, are any of you? I am the only one left. The only one. I was alive because I had been afraid to die. I begin to giggle. It's a mad thing, crazed even to my own ears. I'll join you soon. You promised to join her soon. Could I have said such vain, laughable words? Such lies? I laugh. I stand in the smoke and the flame and laugh until I think my very throat will tear itself in two. I blink. Daylight drifts through the smoke. I've been standing here all night. My laughter finally depleted, I force myself to my feet. I'm the coward who stayed behind, the coward who lived. Now it's my job to carry on the will of those who fought at my side. Since I can't kill myself, I'll have to fight until someone does it for me. I'll endure every hardship. I'll kill every machine I find. This is my cross to bear. I walk slowly into the west, dragging my broken body along. Number 16. Number 21. Number 4. I'm sorry I'm still alive. But I'll be joining you as soon as I finish some things up. Whew. I'm not crying, you're crying. Well, they wrote some good stuff for this game, didn't they? Well-written little disaster. Yeah, A2 is perpetually in a state of a really bad Monday. It's a strange way to look at it, but... No need to go max out any weapons right now. Let's make our way to the amusement park. We'll go there slowly, and we're gonna take our break before we approach the resource unit. If I can help it, you know, if things don't trigger when we get near. I think we have to walk to the back of the park before that happens.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Doris! Thank you for the host. Hey. Who dis? Did you miss story time, man? I think you just missed story time. Howdy.
Sounds like you've been snacking on some of the local mushrooms.
When I can find them.
Come on, let's have some fun.
You're going mountain climbing tomorrow for 11 days? Dude, are you gonna like sleep hanging off a mountainside or crazy shit like that?
More of you want to get killed, huh? Don't break too quickly now.
Yes, I'm taunting the one that's not even attacking.
Don't break too quickly now.
That's awesome. I hope you have a really good time. And I hope we get some pictures, man. 11 days of mountain climbing. I don't think I could trust myself climbing up a rock face. Ropes or not. It's so sad here now. Pascal doesn't even know who he is.
I gathered up some of the junk from this place. What do you think?
Oh, nice. Nice. So yeah, it sounds like it's gonna be a whole thing.
Not that I'm sure what any of this actually does, or why it was left here in the first place.
Wrong way. I wanted to buy some more meteorite shards from the Half-Wit Inventor. I think we'll end up needing at least a few more for weapon upgrades. And jump in cold lakes, huh? Yeah, you gotta be in the right state of mind for that. He's gone! Along with the others. Half-Wit's gone. Okay. Why is his shop marker still there? Why is the shop marker still there? Is there like an automated version of his... Did he leave his shop behind? A vending machine? No. As you can see on the mini-map, there's still a little icon for him. The resource recovery unit is up there in the distance. I want to take a break before we... Can I not... We can't go back this way. It's a one-way. I didn't know that. I don't think I've... Sure we can. We just have to go up. The moment you gave up pacifism was your big gut punch. A moment you never see people talk about. You get it because what comes after is pretty huge, but still. You make a good point. His entire character, the reason he brought all the machines together in that village, he had to break to move past his identity. It had to shatter. Yeah, Pascal broke right then and there. Pascal was no more already. Ugh. I was kind of worried it would trigger a cutscene before I could get to a place to stop for a break. Damn you, game! All right, it just we're
Alert.
moving back and
Excessive
forth more
combat
quickly
activity
now.
will put unacceptable strain on your body.
Shut up!
Negative. This support unit is assigned to Yorha Unit 9S. As such, being concerned for said unit's well-being is a requirement.
Whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's as good a place as any for a break. In case the game decides to bring up the score. best game scores ever, but yes. You finished the game the first time you played. We did. So playing again on hard, enjoying the increased difficulty for the most part, enjoying it a lot. It has forced me to play better, not being able to use a lock on. I've had some bad moments, had one really bad day early on in the playthrough, but still have lots of instant deaths. I don't play a lot of hack and slash games or bullet hell shooters or anything. Many of the gameplay styles that are combined in this game are difficult and a bit foreign to me, and had to learn them last year just to get through it. And I really liked it in this form. Other hack and slash games, I've noped out of a handful of them already on Twitch. I really liked Metal Gear Rising until I just lost my mind in the... which fight was it? Which fight was it? Anyways, I don't even want to remember that. And unfortunately, I noped out of God of War, the recent one. I just couldn't take to the feel of combat. Anyways, this grabs me. And it pulls me in on so many levels. I'm willing to overcome a lot of my own frustrations, work to overcome my own frustrations with the things my hands won't do. And they don't force you to use a lot of combos. For a hack and slash game, the hack and slash parts of this, it's very simple. There are not a lot of there are combos mixing heavy and light weapons and different attack patterns, but there aren't button combos in order to accomplish basic combat. You could get through this game by just light attack, light attack, light attack, light attack, and that might sound silly, but this game has so many different things going for it, and with all the chips that change the dynamics of combat and the hacking mini games and just the movement that is so satisfying. I don't care if you could get through by just tapping light attack. There's a lot more to do than that, and it is fun. And just blows my mind. Such an amalgam of amazing things. All right, I ramble on and on and on, and I'll see y'all back here in 10 minutes. Stay tuned.